Hi, from Michelle at Verity Restoration. I want to take a minute and walk you through what a typical water damage cleanup looks like. So the first thing that you'll do is you'll give us a call, and whoever picks up the phone will talk you through what sort of situation is going on. It'll probably be me, and we'll figure out what exactly we need to send the guys out to you with, how quickly you want us to come. If it's something where you're standing in ankle deep water, obviously you'll want us there immediately. If it's something where it's been a slow leak, it's been going on for a few days, and it's more convenient for us to come in the morning, that's also possibly fine. So then we will get all your information. We'll get the guys on their way to you. In the meantime, I'll send you some paperwork so that we can get the contractor board notifications signed that are required, and a work agreement. And we'll do that over email through a DocuSign type program. And then the guys will show up and they will start scoping the area to see exactly what all is wet, what the material types are. So there's some things that are very dryable. If we get there really fast and it's clean water, they can just be dried in place. There's things that can't be, and assemblies of things where there's several materials that are stacked in layers. Very likely can't be dried. So we need to get the materials up. So the next step in that process is doing any asbestos testing that's necessary. So we would take samples of things like floor tile and glue, drywall. There's several other materials that are required to be tested by Oregon DEQ, also federally for the most part, so it's not just Oregon specific. And we need those to even get stuff into the dump when we're done too. So they've really been cracking down on that recently. So we'll do that, get those off to the lab, figure out any insurance information that you have, kind of get the plan figured out, everything straightened away so that once we get those samples back, the results back, we can get to work. So the next step is that the guys would set up some stabilization equipment, likely dehumidifiers to be pulling any water and moisture out of the air, and also perhaps air filtration devices, depending on if there's anyone in the home that may be immunocompromised or health conscious, or if there's anything not super clean about the water or the materials. We want to make sure that we keep everything healthy. Those filters grab everything, they're HEPA filters. Over the next day or so, while we're waiting for asbestos results to come back, I also can go through and start helping you through the insurance claim process. Either I can talk with your adjuster if you're comfortable with that, or I can help you figure out some questions that you'd like to ask them so that we kind of know what the process involves for them, what paperwork they want, what parts of this they're excited about, what parts may have issues based on the coverage that you have in the company. So we can kind of walk through and get that process going so that everyone's on the same page before demolition has to start. So next, after we get the asbestos results back and we've talked with the adjuster and we're all sort of on the same page, we will come in and do very careful containment setup, which is plastic walls, and depending on the material type, maybe under negative air pressure as well. And we will get that all set up tidy so that we can do very strategic demolition on what needs to be taken out, but that it doesn't affect your home. It doesn't make a bigger mess that unfortunately is already there. We keep everything really tidy and neat and safe for your family. So we'll do that demolition of what needs to be done. We'll leave behind drying equipment. So at the point where we get everything out that is wet and compromised and dirty, then that's when we actually get to start drying out the structure underneath. So we will leave dehumidifiers, air movers, perhaps air filtration devices still. And for about 2 or 3 days, probably depending on how wet the remaining structure is, all those beams and things like that, we'll leave those equipment behind running. Oftentimes it's only 2 or 3 days if we end up removing most of the wet materials. If we're trying to dry and save more of the materials, it may certainly take longer than that. So that equipment is left behind and drying for a few days, and we do paperwork. We get things put together for your insurance company. We check in with you regularly so that you know when we'll be back, where we're at in the process. Probably someone will come by each day and check how the drying's going, depending on your insurance, how wet it was when we left the last time, that kind of thing. So the last part of the process for us is we'll come back, make sure everything is thoroughly dry. We will remove the equipment. We will go through and do all your paperwork, have a big packet to submit to your insurance company. We can go back and forth with them and answer whatever questions they have. And then your rebuild is ready to start. At the end of the day, the most important thing to us as a company is that you are delighted that you called us. We know that no one ever wants to need us. It's always for circumstances that are less than ideal, but we hope that we have done an excellent job for you, that you are so happy that you called, and that we've helped walk you through sort of a stressful time uh, in the least painful manner possible. We managed to make a lot of friends through this work. We enjoy exchanging Christmas cards and things with our clients from the previous years. So give us a call. Even if you have any questions, give me a call. We're happy to look over things for free and let you know what we think. I can answer a lot of questions over the phone. We're just happy to be helping serve our Portland community, and we'd be delighted to get to know you.